Alright, back for round 1 on the play. And looking pretty darn sweet. Hopefully we can hit that third land drop right on time, but even if we don't, it's not like we'll be stuck or not doing anything relevant. Second shock. Alright, we'll be shocking things. If my opponent goes random 2-2 or 2-1 or whatnot, and I draw black, or I mean in land, I'm probably gonna go engineer, boost the automaton, attack, but I guess no such luck. We'll have to shock the Liberator and beat down. It's kind of cool. Scrap Troller looking decent because one of these two dudes is probably gonna die pretty soon. And then we can, make the Scrap Troller a 5-2, have it die, get back another guy, and yeah, pretty sweet synergies going on. Renegade Rallier. Sure, I think we want to go Engineer, boost the automaton, attack with the squad, and I'll happily trade my Welder automaton for their Renegade Rallier if they want to make this trade. Worst case scenario, my opponent goes take the damage, Felidar Guardian, blink the Rallier, get your Liberator back as a 4-3. I'm happy we traded here because the Felidar Guardian would have been rough. That's annoying, I guess. I guess I can go beat down with the engineer. And if they try to double block, I shock. They are still left with one servo, which is mildly annoying, but what can you do? What can you do? They might just take 3. Definitely not trading my Welder automaton for a servo. Alrighty. Next turn, Scrap Troller is gonna attack as a 5-2, give us back something. I guess there's an argument for attacking with automaton because then Scrap Troller gets back automaton, which get back the other automaton. But I think this is pretty much Christmas, and I don't think we want to really be wanting to do that. I think I'm gonna shock that end of turn. Because if I draw land, I want to go Tidy Conclusion, kill the Mastodon, attack with both creatures. And even if I don't, I want to attack with Troller and them not having any great block. And we draw land. Sweet. And if they want to trade 2 servo for my Troller, yeah, I guess I could attack with everything. If they go double block controller, they could take 5. If they block automaton chump here, they take 3, but then I get back my first automaton, and then when the troller die, I get back this one. Yeah, fine. I'll accept whatever trade you choose. Don't really think they can choose. I think they kind of need to chump if they want to trade with the 2-1. I think they should just double block on the Scrap Troller. Because if they kill the Welder automaton, they are giving me back the augmenting automaton, and I'm gonna get it back when the Scrap Troller dies. Yeah, I think this makes sense. And this is why I wanted to attack with Welder automaton, despite them having 2 servos. Yup, thank you. And they are down to 6. Looks like a cut in the bright. Never mind, I lied. Aether Herder. I think we'll be down with both creature. And I think they must block the Welder Automat, and I don't think they can afford to block the Wildfast Engineer. Because if they go down to 1. Alright, alright. Maybe they have a Fatal Push. That would be the worst case scenario. I guess if they block here, they don't have Fatal Push. If you don't have Fatal Push, I don't think you can afford to not block the automaton. I guess if you have a Revolt in hand, maybe, but either way, I have 2 lethal creature. They are down to 2. I don't see any reason to play my land. Yeah. Even if I draw another land next turn, it's not gonna give me more augmenting automaton activation anyways. Well, Metal Spinner puzzle not exactly what you want to be doing when facing a lethal creature and being at 2. So this looks like absent midrange with some type of revolt going on. Alright. I don't feel too bad about this matchup. My deck has so much revolt that, I mean, sometimes you have a crappy aggro deck where if you are not on the play, you're gonna have trouble against midrange deck. But once you have as much removal as I do have here, and really high quality creature like Gifted Aetherborn and Engineer, them having slightly bigger creature is not even that much of an issue anymore. Given what I saw, I don't think I want to change match. I don't think I'm going to change match in any matchup actually, because the main deck is pretty stacked and pretty strong right there. Alright, I can dig that. Hey, hello there. Hello, my boy Engineer. I especially like that card with servos, because when you can force them to trade one of their 2/2 or one of their good creature for a servo, it's kind of sweet. I guess we'll be beating down first, because if they have Fatal Push, there's a chance they use it, but I don't think they have it, and I don't think they would use it even if they had it. I think they would wait the end of turn, but, Hopefully they don't play a 2/3. Alright. Interesting. So I could attack with Chaser, and then shock if they block. I don't think that play is very good. And then they can just take 2, and it really telegraphs the shock, which is clunky. Where here I get 3 damage in. If they want to block, great. I would be thrilled about this trade. And I don't let them know I have shock around. Ah, the Augmenter again. That thing is pretty good against me, not gonna lie. Double shock. I guess now we are attacking with Chaser. I could attack with everything, I guess. The thing is, if I do that and they go block the 2/1 with Leopard, and double block here, Then I have to choose if I want to keep Chaser or Engineer. I could attack with just these. It's not the worst. Yeah, I think this play is fine. It doesn't telegraph the shock too badly. Yep, this block makes sense. Well, I guess they will probably block with double servo. I don't think they will make the misplay of blocking with only these two. Seems like a pretty bad play. So yeah, I guess my opponent played this one pretty well. What can I do? Not much. I mean, at least Chaser is pretty good against the servo. The fact that I weightly beat and thought a lot during my attack kind of indicated the shock. And they saw a shock game one, so I guess this is kind of bad. And now they have the opportunity to get their Revolt trigger next turn off the map. Oh, that sounds like a pretty weird play. I guess they could have a pump spell. No. I don't know, the way I played last turn, I felt like really indicated shock, and they played around the shock by blocking in the right way. So I would expect them to, continue playing around the shock, but they just play into the shock. So now I don't know. The question here is, do I shock this so I can get some damage in with the Welder Automaton? And I don't think it's worth it. I kind of want to keep the shock. That was weird sequence. I felt like my opponent played the turn where I attack very well. Great move, great blocks. They did not fall into the trap of not blocking with everything. But then, I don't know, if you are playing around something, play around that thing until the end. Maybe they were thinking just about a random pump spell. I don't know. Don't know exactly what's going on. Alright, that's good. That's good. We need to draw a couple lands if we wanna... if we don't wanna lose. I'm gonna attack with these two. If they wanna block the servo, I'll trade my servo plus a shock for the aeronauts. Fine. If they block Chaser, it's even better. I don't think I should be playing around Fatal Push. I think if they had that, he would have gotten cast a bit of time ago. And I still don't want to trade my Welder Automaton for their servo. Yep. This is kind of cool because it enables the Welder Automaton to potentially attack in the next couple turns. Not thrilled about the attack I made with the Engineer. I think it was medium. Trading the Welder Automaton for the Augmenter was not so great either. That card is very good against me, but I think I could have dealt with it a bit more smoothly. So again, yeah, I'm not super thrilled about my gameplay here, but I'm still, questioning the conviction play. It felt really risky, clunky, and not really what my opponent wanted to do. Alright, they do have a bunch of mana open, so I'm just gonna attack with the Gifted Aetherborn here. Because if I go attack with this guy, try to shock, and they have a Reinvol or whatnot, this is awful. They might just be flooded, and it looks like it's the case maybe, but if they are just flooded, my hand is stacked. They are not applying pressure either. Green Wheel Liberator. We are gonna kill that end of turn, I think, just because we are a little bit stuck on mana. And I don't really want to be not using my mana as efficiently as I can. They took the damage, now we can go Crusher. My opponent is pretty flooded here. I guess they have 1 land in hand, which is 9, that's a lot. Bastion Mastodon, sure. And we drew the 5th land, which is convenient, obviously. And now if they try to go for the double block, it's gonna be pretty brutal. Unless they randomly have Blossoming Defense. So in order to play around Blossoming Defense as well as I can, I'm gonna put the Mastodon second and Tidy Conclusion. And if they want to protect the Mastodon, they can, but they will still lose their Aeronaut. Where if you put the Mastodon first, you get completely destroyed because you have to deal 6 damage on the 7 toughness creature, but looks like they have nothing and this is over, yeah. Seemed like an interesting white-green Revolt deck. They had some pretty strong cards. Now they kind of flooded out here, and the Conviction play was just not good. I don't think, like, I played in a way, in kind of a clunky way, which I think indicated shock quite a lot. They saw shock game 1, so I really don't agree with that play, but mostly it was just them drawing a lot more lands than I did. That was round 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I see you for round 2.